First World Videos. We're in Torrevieja today, which is right next to Torrevieja and just down the road with Guadalmar. But we've got the latest news and it is absolutely crazy news. And I'll tell you what, you've got to watch it to the end because this new invention that's just been invented here in Spain is going to affect everyone in the whole world. And I'll tell you what, it's the best invention ever. So we've got a lot of news to catch up with, and we'll take a stroll around La Mata up to the promenade, round by the famous square. But yet, yesterday, 24 degrees, come late afternoon, big warnings. So yeah, crazy, isn't it? The weather is absolutely up and down, never known anything like it. Because late last night, the storms hit and poor old Valencia got it again. And yep, they got it terrible, as usual. We had it not long ago. They had the big storm there as well. They're trying to get over that. Poor old Valencia got it again. And yep, they got it terrible, as usual. We had it not long ago. They had the big storm there as well. They're trying to get over that kind of storm. But absolutely horrendous. They got hailstones, the full Monty down there. Of course, it wasn't just Valencia. All other parts of the northern parts of Spain and some of the Canary Islands got this severe weather yesterday. Fortunately for us here in Torrevieja, we just had a few showers, so we actually missed the main part of the storms. But today is absolutely glorious and beautiful blue sky. But yeah, crazy stuff because the police are really not happy with the latest law that's just been passed here in Spain. The police are absolutely going nuts with this new law that's just come out. They're not happy. And it's all to do with drugs. And people caught with drugs in their car, and it's their own private car, they're allowed to carry on, as long as it's for their own personal possession. Where before police would stop these people in their cars and give them loads of fines if they're caught with drugs and everything like that. But if they get caught now and they say it's for personal use, basically can't do nothing, and that's all for privately owned cars. So police are not happy with this crazy law because of course they're not able to do anything, and there's even another loophole they're crying about as well, because if the car's parked on the private land as well, they're saying they might not be able to do anything about that either. Spain's Interior Minister has now just issued guidance to stop these police fining people with the drugs in their car. Crazy, isn't it, eh? Not only the squatters are getting away with breaking in houses and getting all the squatter rights and all things like that, now the old druggies are getting away with dealing drugs in their cars. The Interior Minister says as long as it's for personal use and they're not dealing it or selling it. The police unions are going absolutely bonkers about it. The SUP and the JUPIA have absolutely spoken out against this new move. They're saying it could lead to neighbourhood disturbances and more cases of people driving on drugs, yeah, under influence of drugs. Of course, the law in 2015 was if you got caught on the street with drugs or dealing with it or anything like that in public spaces, you know, you had fines ranging from 800 to 300,000 euros. So yeah, it's not happy with the new law that's come in, which has made it all a little bit confusing and giving the old druggies more rights. Now, that's what I call crazy, but yeah, we've got a lot of stuff to get on with today, and beautiful, isn't it, eh? People here already. It's not even 11 o'clock and started to fill up these beautiful beaches. Of course, the EU is clamping down as well on these camper vans, and they're not allowing them to just plot up anymore on streets and car parks like they do in Spain. They're really tightening up with fines and all kinds of things. But however, Spain's still not harsh with their rules. They do have rules, but they're not clamping down nothing like the EU are doing in the other countries. Yeah, some are literally round the corner. They'll all be out in their motorhomes and their caravans and pitching up their tents. But yeah, the EU's clamping down in their country, but Spain are really relaxed about the rules. As long as you don't start parking up on people's streets or outside their doorstep and start pitching up tents. And the main thing is they do fine you as well. If you start tipping your water waste just outside your caravan, there is a hefty fine for that. Everyone loves the caravans. You just drive along, you got all the freedom in the world, stop off where you like. Basically, it's cheap living, isn't it? Spain's pretty relaxed really. You can park up in public spaces and things like that, as long as you're not upsetting anyone. So even though they're pretty relaxed about it, as long as you don't start upsetting people, you'll have no problem. Like everything else, they will follow the EU rules eventually. We're just behind them with everything they come up with. So how about this next story, which is in Mias, Malaga. This is a strange old story because the cleaners have gone into a room to clean the room, and she's come across a big stash of drugs and a load of money. And she's instructed by her hotel boss that anything like this happens and she sees something, she has to report it. So within no time, the local Guardia arrived, turned up to arrest the bloke. Yes, British bloke, of course, dodgy passport and loads of money. And then he tried to bribe them. He tried to bribe them 10,000 euros each. 3 police officers, 30 grand. But they didn't take the bribe. So now he's getting done for the drugs, for the fake passport and for bribery. While we're on the subject of hotels, another case down in Costa del Sol as well. A 25-year-old staying at an holiday apartment, just wouldn't leave, refused to leave. They called the police come, tried to do a runner. He ended up running across the A7 motorway on foot while trying to get away from the police, and they ended up getting killed on the motorway. And this only happened the other day, the A7 motorway in Marbella. Yeah, hit by a car, poor chap. I mean, bloody hell, you don't need to be killed because you don't want to leave your hotel. But they reckon again he had fake documents on him, tried to escape. But yeah, lost his life. We had a lot of crazy news, and we had one yesterday afternoon where the Deputy Prime Minister, they tried to kill her. It was up in Madrid, yeah. A person actually tried to kill the Deputy Prime Minister, Yolanda Diaz. And it was like a proper murder bid he had planned out. He had all the knives on him and everything. Even the bodyguards and all that actually pulled off 2 knives from his bag. And you won't believe this, he had butted one of the security guards. And this bloke actually was a Spanish bloke that done it. Yeah, he butted one of the security guards, got his knives in the bag. Luckily enough, they actually caught him. I mean, God knows what he'd have done once he got hold of the poor Deputy Prime Minister. God knows what would have happened if they never actually caught him. I mean, he had 2 big knives in his bag. While he's running away, he's even given him a load of abuse as well. But thank goodness he did get caught. Literally, most of the blooming city come to a standstill. The amount of roads that got closed and the police and everything. So yeah, it all happens here, doesn't it, eh? Trying to kill the Deputy Prime Minister. And they say he was trying to spill blood on the capital streets of Madrid. But yeah, eventually tasered and taken away. Tell you what was crazy as well, part of the islands here in Spain, they had another blackout, yeah. All completely black again, another outage. I don't think this is going to end, this electrical problem. I personally think it's just too many holiday makers coming, time of year, and the old grid can't handle it because obviously we're not using power from anyone else now. We cut right back and we're using our own solar powers and wind turbines. I just think you can't cope. I mean, to have another one literally a week and a half later, so yeah, make sure you get them candles in and get that special survival kit they recommend you get, the old torch and candles and a bit of cash with you in case it happens again, which it will do because it already has. This next story, of course, is the one we've all been waiting for, and an absolutely genius idea. And it was 3 people actually that come up with it in Elche here in Alicante. They come up with this brilliant invention, just like from a kitchen where they were staying. I think it's going to make a big difference all around the world because it all to do with the food labelling and when the food goes out of date. Saying it's going to help the food waste all around Europe. Well, it's going to be a brilliant idea and it's not yet come out yet. These 3 genius young kids have come up with this brilliant idea, and it is brilliant, isn't it? They've developed this food label that would help Europe tackle the biggest problems in food waste. Biodegradable sticker that literally changes colour and it will show you how fresh the food is and when the fresh is about to go, and it will let you know when it's about to go out of date. Literally, as the food slowly starts to go off, starts to turn, the label will slowly start changing colour. So of course, the older it gets, you'll see it change from the fresh colour to the state where it's literally completely not edible and ready for the dustbin. All about the bacteria starts to increase that will make the label change its colour. You won't need to guess whether the food's okay or not to eat, because basically as soon as it's changed colour completely, you know it's not good at all. They reckon they come up with this brilliant idea was when they was having a steak and they didn't know whether to eat it or not because it just didn't look right. And they was whether to take a chance, whether it'd be okay to eat, and then that's when they come up with this idea whether they're going to throw the meat away or they're going to eat it. It was one of them 50-50 jobs, like we all know. Yeah, it's okay, it's gone out of date by a couple of days, it's okay. So there you go, is it take out all the chance and guesswork. This new label will just put you there straight where you need to know. It's either fresh or it's ready for the bin. Brilliant idea. Is absolutely going to save loads of money, and not only that, everywhere in the whole world, Europe and everything, it's going to sort out the food waste problem. Talked about all kinds of food as well. They're talking about like fish, meat, so apart from just vegetables and even prepared cooked meals, these labels are going to be great for all them kind of things, and it'll have all this kind of detectors in it, the chemical detectors that will let you know the signs whether it's okay or not. They're saying according to European Commission, 60 million tonnes of food is wasted across the EU, and that's like 132 kilos per person. They're saying most of the waste is going by the uncertainty whether you're going to eat it or not. Hello.
I've been watching your,
oh yeah, everyone watches me.
I've been keeping an eye out for your hat down in Torrevieja.
Okay, how long you been following me?
About 3 or 4 months, trying to figure out when the weather was going to be nice.
Yeah, everyone keeps up with me with the latest news, of course.
You're doing well, keep going.
Are you living here, are you?
No, we've just come on holiday. That's why I typed in Torrevieja and yours was the first one that popped up, and getting the kids to watch.
Brilliant, good. I'm glad you're enjoying yourself. I've got a key ring for you, so you know, you can open your bottles of Coke and your beer if you get stuck when you're out.
Good luck with it all.
Okay, thank you very much. See you later. There we go. It wasn't long before we were bumping into someone, even if we go to different places. But yeah, that is a brilliant idea, isn't it? So they're saying the reason why you're not going to be wasting food, because a lot of people thinking it's not okay to eat, and they'll throw it out when it is okay to eat. So that's where the waste comes involved. So now you're out to throw it out when it's completely not edible, where before it is all guesswork. So yeah, watch this space. Brilliant idea. As you know, that we went out the other day and helped someone get their ideal property on the Costa Blanca, Dale and Emma, and the good news is they're going back for a second viewing on the last property. So we'll keep you up to date what they've got and if they've put a nice offer in. So yeah, that's great news, because as you know, property is absolutely booming at the moment here in Spain. As we talk, it is shooting up. I mean, they reckon the housing market here is reached an unprecedented heights. The average price is soaring from 2,226 per metre in 2025. Saying the foreign buyers were accounted for most of this. 14% of them are actually transactions were British nationals, and they were in charge by over 2,000 purchases. Saying 181,625 property transactions. So yeah, well, why not? I mean, look at it. It's absolutely gorgeous here. So yeah, we'll do a few more videos of properties and what you can get in Spain. As the price is increasing, we'll do different areas. And if you do need any help, you're coming over here, because it can be difficult, especially if you're coming here blind and you need to know what I can get for me money. You just let me know in an email, which is down in the description, and tell us what criteria it is. We can sort you out some property places in your budget, and also we'll sort your lawyer out as well. And if you need NIE, which is the biggest thing you need, because if you buy a property and you go for the completion, you can't do it without an NIE, and NIEs can be a nightmare because everyone's rushing there doing it all, and appointments are very hard to come by. But we've got someone here that can do that for you and sort you out an NIE. And if you're not here, we can actually sort out power of attorney when you come over, and save you coming back and sorting out the NIE appointment and house purchase. It will do all that for you. Yeah, get your ideal property. Also, like I say, a big thank you for the coffees yesterday, super thanks, and the channel members, all the people that have joined the channel, which is absolutely really appreciate that. Of course, you get to support me and you get to see a lot of the videos before they go out to everybody else. So yeah, big thanks to channel members. And as from now, from La Mata, hasta pronto. See you soon.